Welcome to the Be Real Podcast. We're outgrowing, giving ourselves grace, giving ourselves gratitude, because this healing ish is not for the MFing week. I will not be cussing this week because my mama's here. I was not raised to cuss.
You were not.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Miss Angie. I'm Raven's mother.
What you do?
I'm a social worker at a retirement community.
Okay. What else? That's it?
I like to listen to audiobooks,
She does. What kind of audiobooks?
anything that's interesting.
No, what kind of audiobook? What kind of audiobook are you listening to right now?
I'm listening to an audiobook about a basketball team. I'm in the third series of this book. It's called Catch Me If You Can. And so they're in the playoffs, and we're trying to see if the guy that's has a drinking problem is going to be chilling out, and if the reporter.
No. That's not the one I was talking about. What's the one that I heard you listening to?
Okay, so what she's saying is that some of the books that I listen to can be a little bit more graphic. And
Very vulgar. If you want to get very some stuff you just don't want to know your mother is listening to. Y'all know them books where they be talking about doing that stuff.
where he just ran into her real hard from behind. That's the books.
Yeah, that's what I'll be walking in on.
But it's not all my books. That's just the one that she
Majority of them.
She's lying.
The majority of them.
Anyway, I like to also take care of plants.
Yes, she does. We need to put a picture of the plant. She got like a whole what's it called? Jungle at the house. But let's go ahead and get started, Mom. Are you happy to be on the podcast?
I am.
You happy to be invited? Because you was gonna say early time about something. I'm finally being invited.
I mean, hell, I'm the one who created you. I should have been the first guest.
It's Mother's Day.
Well, let's move on to what we got. We're not going to debate it on for your fans to see.
Okay, we're gonna put our positive energy on the podcast
That's
today
right.
because you know them mamas, boy. Ooh. Okay, these are not good questions. Let me look. We're gonna do a little icebreaker. And whoever is no, I'm not gonna do that.
She's always been an indecisive child.
I have?
Yes.
Dang. That's crazy. Who is most likely to go on Judge Judy?
Well, it would be me.
Why you gonna go?
Because I just put it like this. There was a story between me and a relative, and they took me to small claims court, kind of like Judge Judy.
Really? Who?
Your auntie!
Spill the tea. I ain't get this family tea. What she taking to small claims court
Because
for?
we was living in this house together. Remember we stayed off of 31st
Yeah, I remember
Street?
you telling me about that.
And so she got mad because I basically moved in with my now husband, then boyfriend. And so she got mad because I dipped out, and I was like, I'm going to pay some bills. And she was always an angry sister anyway. But anyway, so she decided to move out, and I was like, all right, dude, give me my deposit back. She's like, no, I pay all the bills here. I get a deposit. I'm like, you're using the home. So we ended up in small claims court, and she went and tried to win some money, but she got like $60 out of me.
$60?
Yeah, they wanted $1,200, but I wasn't paying her nothing.
Okay.
You don't remember that? I had grandmother on the stand. I had David on the stand. I was walking back and forth like I was a judge, asking questions.
Well, how old was I while all this was going on?
You were probably about 5.
And I be saying my family ain't messy. Let me find out
I'm
y'all
not
really messy. I'm just playing. Next one. Who takes the rules too seriously?
I don't know.
You don't know?
What do you think?
I think I'm looking at her.
I don't take the rules too serious. If things are supposed to be a certain way, they need to be that way. I don't need to try to go around them.
I feel like you should have been some of the rules for me when I was a kid.
Ben,
Yeah.
girl, you had me pulling up on you, stalking you, making fake Twitter pages, making Facebook pages. You stressed me out enough. I didn't need to give you no
I
more
was a
freedom.
good kid. What you talk about?
We're not going to air your messy laundry all over for your
Yeah, because
podcast.
I'm not messy. They know me, though. They know me. Raylan's in the background, y'all. If y'all hear Raylan today, bring your daughter to work day today. Say hi, Raylan. Say hi. Y'all might have heard her, y'all might have not. But let's get into the episode. So I start off and I usually ask my guests, what's something you think people don't know about me that you know? Not nothing crazy, though.
That you sucked your thumb until you was 10?
Mama, I did not suck my thumb till I was 10.
Yes, you did.
I sucked my thumb till I was 10.
I be John damn Brown. Did I just tell you you sucked your thumb until you was 10? Yes.
I thought I was a kid. I thought I was like young. 10? I'm so glad
Is 10 old?
I'm so glad yeah.
Well, the only thing that was a blessing is that you didn't have the buck teeth.
That's what I'm about to say. I'm glad my teeth ain't messed
Yeah,
up.
teeth it was just the eye.
Mama, that is a soft spot for me. You do not do that. You do not.
She just wore glasses when she was a kid, that's all.
No, I had a lazy eye when I was a kid, y'all.
I fixed it. I was a good mother. It ain't lazy no more, is it? Most parents would do that for their kids, but I made sure her eyes look good together.
She got jokes. She got jokes today. I'm gonna let you have it. Because look, I am fine. I still pulled niggas back in the day when I had a lazy eye. You knew. That's why you was around town chasing me. Oh, they still was on me. Yeah, since we going there.
And the ones you chased wasn't worth chasing.
Now, okay, disclaimer. We're not bashing anyone on the podcast today.
Hey, I'm
Just so I should have said that before we got on the podcast, but you be having to let your mama know. Don't say nothing crazy about nobody else. You can talk about me, but don't talk about nobody else. Okay? Mm-hmm. Don't say no names.
I wasn't.
Okay. What was I say? Oh, and then I pour back into you. So, Mom, I love you so much. Why does this feel weird? I feel like we don't do this that much. Do you think we be vulnerable with each other?
No.
Why?
Your feelings get hurt too easy.
Why you think that is?
Because you quick to cry. And you quick to take everything personal.
Now, still to this day?
Yeah.
What have...
With me.
Maybe you just a soft spot for me.
Maybe.
You ain't never even try to tell me nothing. What you been trying to tell me? Tell me something now. Tell me something I need to work on.
Now, I have to think about it. And I don't feel like doing all that right now. It'll take me a minute.
So you don't have nothing that I should work on?
Money management. Taking care of your car.
Money management, really?
Yeah. Because you be having money and you have cars and you don't have stuff organized, so you don't be knowing what's going on. And you be trying to figure stuff out sometimes. And I told you to write the stuff down and keep track, but you did that for a hot second and then you stopped.
I do need to get back on it because my credit score has dropped since I haven't been writing down my stuff. So
I haven't been telling you to do that. I'm just saying.
I didn't take it personal. I'm just looking at you. I'm just listening.
Okay.
Let's get into something positive.
Yes. What you got?
Yeah, let's just go into this one. Now, it's Mother's Day. That's why I got you on the show. So I got you on the show because I'm leaning to the side. I got you on the show because it's Mother's Day. And of course, you're a part of my journey. And I wanted to have you on the show. I need a shot. Let me get a shot. My mama here, I need a shot, y'all. Yeah, let me get a little bit of that.
What is that?
It's something. I need something to ease the nerves with you here.
Okay, well, ease your nerves. You ain't no cup? Not from the bottle, huh?
Let me get a little. I don't think it ain't no cup here. Ooh. Take a little something. Ooh. Gotta eat my nerves. Now, I might be like I'm hungry too. Here. Close that all the way. All right. Had to take my shot, y'all. But no, I didn't pour it back into you. That's what it is. Okay, so. No, say something positive about me. Let's do that. Say something positive about me.
Well, I mean, positive. I mean, you're a good person. You have a good spirit and you help people, and the goals that you attain or are trying to attain are attainable. And I admire that you are out there seeking those things. You're not letting anything or anybody hold you back. So I'm proud of you for that. And you're an outstanding mother to my beautiful granddaughter, Raylan Rose.
You ready for another one?
No. Almost got me.
Yeah, no, for real. A grandson.
Hey, now I am for that when she's 5. Give me 2 more years with her.
I'm thinking like next year.
Oh,
No, I'm just playing. 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 Maybe if my man come, maybe. Okay, my turn to pour back into you though. I feel like you bring up a lot of emotions with me, Mama. I'm just realizing this as we're on a podcast. Like I don't even want to pour back into you because I don't want to cry.
Don't cry, please. Don't cry.
Like I don't want to get too emotional.
I don't want you to get emotional either. I'm not being funny. I don't want to cry today. Mother's Day.
Because you wanted to be a sexy mama on the show today.
I'm sexy regardless, honey. Show or no show. You better ask somebody.
And she's married. Show that ring.
Ping.
Okay. But no,
Mama's still taking numbers. Y'all holler at me.
Mama, don't get cussed out because you're trying to be cute on the show. Not on my one.
Yeah. Okay, come on.
She's trying to be cute. Hey, she is showing out. She is showing out.
Now, Ray, you know this, I'm a fun-loving person regardless, and you know that. I like to have fun, and I always act goofy, so this is not showing out. This is just me being me. Now, you stop faking the phone.
No, you showing out talking about. No, I'm talking about I'm taking numbers.
And you know, I tell you,
you would never say that in front of your husband.
I mean, why would I disrespect the men and say that in front of him?
This girl. Ooh, let's move on. Let's move on. But no.
Edit that piece out.
No. Keep it in there.
Because he watched this show.
He do?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Oh, shout out to you, David, for watching the show. Shout out to you. Okay, I'm not going to look at you when I pour back into you, okay?
Okay.
This is my mom. You've been in my life for what? 27 years? And I just feel like me and my mama have been through a lot. And like it's a lot because like she never gave up on me especially in times where she could have. That's all I'm gonna say. Like you my rider. Like you be there. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Before I get emotional. Let's go to the next one. Who I need to take a break? I don't know why you bringing up all these emotions.
I don't know either.
On the podcast, like God, what are you trying to show me? Like, I don't know. We're not gonna edit this part out, but ooh. Okay, let's just go to the next one. I'm gonna put myself together. But no, I do love you because you could have gave up on me a lot of times. Like, I know I wasn't the easiest kid to deal with all the time. Like, I was really sneaky. But I wasn't like, I was also very smart. I always had good grades.
Requirement.
Yeah, like.
What was my rule? Tell them my rule.
Nothing below a C come in my house.
Why?
Why
was that my rule?
Why was that your rule?
My rule was because a C is average. You can always achieve more. When Raven was born, I always poured into her. You were born with 2 strikes against you. You're black and you're a woman. You got to always work harder and smarter than the next person. And I told her, I'm not raising no dummy. So you will bring in A's and B's into my home. That was my requirement for 12 years. She did it.
I'm gonna say, did I do it?
She did it, but baby, best believe it was some blood, sweat, and tears along the way. But she knew the rules, and she wanted freedom. You bring them grades in, you can have whatever you want. But if them grades ain't right, you on lockdown to the next semester. I didn't play games.
Yeah, I did. That's one thing I didn't play about. I made sure my grades was good all the way through college.
That's right, 4 and out.
Yep.
She did it.
Yep, I did it. Got my diploma. So I was gonna talk about that. I remember you always had told me you was like, grandmother, miss you, grandmother, but she always just tell y'all like, go get your high school diploma.
That was as far as it went. And I think that was because that was in her generation, nobody encouraged them to go to college. So in my generation, when she was raising me and my siblings, she didn't encourage us to go to college. She encouraged us to bring home a high school diploma because at that time in life, you can go out and get a good job with just a high school diploma. You know, she worked at AT&T in Southwestern Bell for 30 plus years with a high school diploma. I'm a social worker with a high school diploma. But when I was having children, I knew that for her to get where she needed to be, You need at least a bachelor's. I prefer for her to have a master's, but she decided against that. But that was a requirement in my house. You need to be something because I'm not going to always be here to be able to protect and guide you. I want to leave you with nuggets that you can elevate above what I was. I want you to always be 2 steps ahead of me. And that's what I expected of her whole entire life. And she's done that. I mean, hey, it wasn't easy. She was, baby, she had me going, but yet and still, she knew when she pushed me too far what the consequences was too. And I was not an easy parent at all.
No, she wasn't.
No, I didn't play. I didn't play no games.
But she was a good parent though. Like I feel like even when it was times where I was doing too much, like you know how you have a strict parent and your parent, like my mama was the type of parent that was like, it wasn't going over nobody's house and she wasn't talking to the mama. Like my mom wanted to talk to the mama. And it was ways around it, of course. We was in a different day and age. Like it wasn't we weren't sharing locations, all of that, like Facebook. I don't think Facebook was as popular, so wasn't nobody looking up nobody's mama name and seeing what nobody looked like. I would have somebody else just get on the phone and act like somebody's mama. But that's how
she act like we didn't do those same things. I wasn't stupid, but I knew too if I had the restraint too hard on her, then she would rebel more. So I had to give her a little leeway. So like, you know, your parents say, I give you a foot and you take a yard or however that little saying goes.
take an inch, yeah.
I would give her freedom to a certain extent, and I would yank that chain back because she thought, oh, I'm fooling her. I'm over at XYZ house. No, you're not. I got spies everywhere. I knew where she was at, but I wasn't dumb. I let her have her freedom. Let her make her choices because at the end of the day, if I would have tried to block those things may have turned out worse than what they did in certain situations.
So did I turn out fine?
You did. You did. But boy, for a while there, I was worried. I was like, Jesus, the DNA. I should have thought about this. But no, you did it. But overall, you was a good child. You was just you were at the age where like most parents say you smelling yourself. You was a teenager, you was boy crazy, and you wanted to be out there in the streets with your friends. And I was like, nope, I know what that causes. I know what that does. I know what that leads to. And you wanted to do it anyway. So I'm like, you know what? You want to be grown? Taste of reality. Let you taste it.
Was you boy crazy?
No, ma'am.
Why you think I was boy crazy?
I don't know. I was scared of my mom. You wasn't that scared of me, evidently. Because I fear Marie. Marie said, no boys. Yes, ma'am, no boys. We talked across the fence. And no coming in the house, no going on.
Mama, but you was bad. You was fighting in school, all type of stuff.
That's a difference. But my fighting was for a different reason. I wasn't fighting because I had enemies. I was angry.
Why were you angry? Be vulnerable with me. Why are you angry?
I lost my father at 14 years old. So I was angry. I was in the 9th grade. I was walking home from a friend's house. You get a phone call. Hey, your dad's been shot. Oh, no problem. You go home thinking everything's great. You get home 20 minutes later. Sorry to tell you, but your dad's dead. So for 4 years, if not more, I was angry at everyone and everybody. So if you looked at me wrong, knuckle up. Let's go. Because I don't like you anyway. And I did that until I probably like my senior year of high school. Because they told me, Ms. Haynes, if you don't calm down, you will not graduate. And grandmother's in the back of my head said, you owe me a diploma. You owe me a diploma. So it's either calm down and give her what she want, or keep fighting and not give her what she want and disappoint her. And I didn't want to disappoint her, so I gave her what she wanted.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that, like, you calmed down. I was going to say, was I the reason you calmed down? But no, you had...
No. 2 different calming downs. Calming down for her was one thing. Calming down when I had you was something totally different because I wasn't fighting per se, but I was out there in the streets. I mean, you know, partying, drinking, drugging, running through dudes. I mean, all that stuff happened from 19 until 25.
You had me at 25.
I had you at 25 going into 26. The day you was born, I stopped partying, I stopped drinking, I stopped chasing men.
You was out there hot
Mama,
pocket. Why you choose my daddy?
Because he was tall and he had pretty eyes.
He did, girl.
His eyes was beautiful. Them long eyelashes, I was like, and he tall. I was like, oh, the man of my dreams.
This was back in the day,
Psych.
y'all.
Yeah.
This was back in the
It
day.
was back in the day. But
Oh, that's
was
probably
out
where I
there.
get my eyelashes from. Not these, but
You do.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me find out my daddy pulled you because he was tall and had pretty eyes.
That's the reason why he pulled me.
Okay. My daddy is tall.
And he had pretty teeth too.
See mine. Okay. What would you have done differently with me?
what?
With me, like raising me.
I really don't think anything different. There wasn't really anything major that happened to where I would want to rewind the tape and say, I wouldn't do this, I would do this. Because like I said, I had to allow you to have your own life lessons. If I didn't allow you to have your own life lessons, you wouldn't have knew how to make the choices that you make. Because you look back and say, okay, I did this and I did it wrong. I know it didn't work for me, so I'm gonna go a different route with it. But if I would have just continued to just smother you and hold tight and not let you do anything, it would have turned out different.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't got no regrets either. I feel like you allowing me to do the stuff I did, well, me doing it and you not like smothering me. I made my mistakes younger. So it's kind of like, now I'm just kind of like, I don't even want to do all that no more.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I did. Sometimes I was just getting off. I know I was. Like, I know I was just doing a lot.
You think? You need to tell them the story about the car?
About what car?
My truck.
What
Let me
happened?
tell y'all the story about the truck. So, I had a Toyota Highlander. Raven decides, can I use your truck, Mama? Sure, you can use my truck. She goes to Independence. She's out to eat with friends. Somehow, some way,
Don't remember this.
Raven comes home without my truck. The truck is wrecked in Independence.
The tire was messed
The
up.
tire
Now
leaked to the side.
you making it seem
And I'm
like
like, but she came in the house like everything was gravy. Hey, Mama, I'm here. Oh, okay, but I didn't hear the truck pull up in the driveway. She never even volunteered that, hey, your truck is wrecked out here in Independence or the tire's messed up. She didn't say anything. I asked her, where my truck? And then the tears started coming. But you had the audacity to come to my house, come in your room like, hey, girl, where my truck? It's out there in Independence. So I got to figure out how I'm going to get my truck home and get it fixed.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I was a kid, tears was manipulating. Like, I'm a crybaby for real, but I can make some tears come. I knew them tears. Tears always make a person feel a little bit sorry for you.
It didn't make me feel sorry for it at all.
You did go suffer on me. I think you was like,
No, the reason I was soft on you is because your father wasn't present all the time. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't that hard parent and I wasn't that soft parent, but I was trying to give you the best of both worlds in one person. So that's why I did some of the stuff I did and allowed you to get away with some of the stuff that I allowed you to get away with because I was trying to sacrifice and substitute and make sure that you didn't miss nothing because you didn't have your father there 24/7.
did you kind of like sometimes like we was talking about this on it's an episode I got coming out about co-parenting, and we was talking about it, and sometimes like you can resent your parents sometimes for like, you know, giving you the life you had, or like, you know, because I didn't have my daddy. Like this, my daddy wasn't a deadbeat, but it was just inconsistent, basically. Like, would you like ever look back like, I wish I would have did that differently? I wish I would have chose somebody differently.
That piece, I wouldn't say anybody differently because he was an overall good person, but he's never been, and I don't think he ever will be, ready to be a one settling down and being a family man. I mean, but if I look back, I would wish that me and his relationship would have ended differently. Then maybe he would have been more present, but he still had bent up hostility towards me.
You don't feel like you had none?
I got over it
When?
years ago.
When's the years ago?
The day you graduated.
Oh,
from
okay. Because I'm about to
University
say,
of
because at that
Kansas,
graduation you showed your butt. But okay.
that was what I got over.
Oh,
it.
okay.
Because he had told me I wasn't gonna amount to nothing, and neither was my daughter because I was a deadbeat. So I had to prove to him that what I was not gonna do was raise no soft punk child that was not gonna be something. And so when she crossed that stage at KU, baby, I showed out and was like, who did it? And where was you at? inconsistent. But guess what? I did it. And then I was good after that. Me and him has been good ever since then. She still don't like me, but I don't care. I have no animosity towards him anymore.
Yeah, and he probably just said that out of anger. I feel like sometimes people just say stuff out of anger, but
He did because he was trying to hurt me. But
Yeah.
you hurt me by trying to hurt my child. Made me push even harder.
yeah. Love you though, Daddy. If you ever see this. But
I said, "Oh Lord, please don't see it."
yeah, but
That'd be
yeah,
whatever
I
it is.
feel like I don't know. My daddy, I love my daddy for who he is. That he's my
He was a good father. I walked it that way from him. He was a good father. He was present when he needed to be present, but he wasn't present how I wanted him to be present. But he was present.
I remember I got in a car wreck. He called me. It'd be like them little things. Like I had gotten in a real bad car wreck. Car flip. That was your Toyota Highlander.
Again, as y'all see, the second time she tore up my damn car.
No, but it wasn't my fault though. I was on my way to work.
The second time it wasn't your fault.
I was on my way to Amazon because I'm a hardworking woman. I was going to work at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Wasn't I? Yeah, it was early.
It was an ice storm.
And it was an ice storm. I was still going to work. Now my mama did instill a hustler in me. Like that's one thing I've always had. Like I've always had like two jobs at least.
You want to eat, don't you? You got to work to eat.
But that was even since I was a kid. I used to work at Cocoa Keys. I just always worked 2 jobs. But you work 2 jobs too. I think that just was my nature because I seen you work 2 jobs, and I like money. So, gotta get my money. But what was I saying? I was saying something.
You said when you flipped my truck.
Oh, yeah, I flipped the black ice flipped her truck, not me. I was coming around a ramp. This car was really tore up. It flipped really bad. The car was
Oh,
tore
I thought
up.
you said my car was raggedy. I was ready to say, no, the hell it wasn't.
No, I'm saying the car was tore up when I flipped
yeah.
it.
You was lucky. I mean, it's
Yeah,
the
that was a really bad wreck. And my daddy, he was there. He was trying to be there. It was times like that where it did warm my heart. Like, damn, okay, daddy, you do love me. You know, like, it's like, mama.
I mean, I'm just laughing. I mean, I'm not saying he don't love you.
Yeah, no, but it's just like when it is inconsistency with anything, it kind of makes you have like that, you know, in the back of your head, like, do you love me? But like, that was a time where I'm like, oh, okay. Even when I seen him at my graduation, I'm like, I had cried a little bit. I'm like, dang, my daddy here.
She was more happy to see him there than if she was me.
It wasn't that. It was like, I know you gonna be there. Like, you know, like, I didn't expect him to be there.
I didn't either.
And so it's just kind of like, dang, daddy, like, thank you for coming and like celebrating this moment with me. You know, like, it was one of those. Let's move on because I'm getting a little emotional. How did you feel? So, you know, I had went through my situation and I moved back home. How did you feel when I had to come back home?
I didn't care. I feel like any child, until they're financially stable, secure to be able to be out on their own, they should be able to be at home with their parents. I mean, I don't care how old you are. If you're not financially stable to be able to get out there and maintain without having to call mom and daddy and say, can I borrow, can I have? Just be at the house and stack your money. So I expect while you're there, you're not just up here just partying and blowing money and buying stuff, that you're actually stacking your money so when you move out, you're able to maintain. I've always told you, when you move out, whether it's buying a house or you rent your house, you want to have at least 3 to 4 times of your rent and or your mortgage put aside so that if something happens, you got some money to fall back on. That again comes to that financial responsibility that we talked about.
I've been saving though.
I know it because you tight.
I'm
I just asked for a bed and got cut down.
not where I want to be at in life yet.
I know, but I just wanted a bed.
BJ taking all my money. Yeah, no, I'm saving. Even though I didn't fell off on my little credit card stuff, but I be saving. That's something you did instill in me. You ready for me to move?
I'm ready for you to get out there and actually experience life with you and just your daughter. But then again, it's like I like having you out the house.
Y'all, you do?
I do.
You never told me that. You told me, and Raylan. Raylan can stay.
Well, Raylan always got a place to stay.
Oh, so I don't?
I mean, you do, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm just playing. When I leave, I ain't coming back.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to be on my own.
Well,
On
you
vacation.
You gotta be.
I mean, I done did it a couple times, so.
You have.
Yeah.
So I'm going back home once.
Well, third time's the charm, baby. I left once, came back, left again, came back. Third time for charm. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not coming back again. Can y'all give me a tissue? My nose is running. But yeah, moving back home. So you do like me being at the house.
Yeah, you don't bother me.
Thank you. Okay, cool. Nah, but I you already know what I say. I'm gonna move when I feel like I'm financially there. Like, I feel like I'm financially there. No, I say I'm gonna move when I got something more than just my job. Cause you know I went through that with my job and I lost my job. Like, what made you believe in me enough? Cause what people don't know is like I don't ask you for a lot of stuff, but I got people like you got people that do ask you for a lot of stuff. And I think that's why I don't ask, but you also instilled in me stability, so I don't really be needing to ask you for nothing. But if I do ask you, what I usually ask you for?
To use my PayPal account.
So I got this PayPal account where it gives you 6 months, no interest free. So like I use it to usually invest in myself. So my most recent investment is this couch. I used the 6 months, no interest free for the couch. But when I had lost my job, I had used it to invest in myself too. What makes me be saying, yeah, you think I'm gonna give you the money back, or you believe in me?
I believe in you. I mean, who in the world, I mean, like the job you have now. Who in a million years would have thought you could learn all of that from the classes that you got on YouTube or whoever the lady was you was talking to for 6 weeks, whoever she was. Nobody ever thought that. Then when the first phone call came and you got the job offer, and I was like, you making how much? They offered you how much? And you were how old? I'm like, dude, you did it, and you did it with just a couple $1,000 that you borrowed from a PayPal account.
Yeah, and I paid it back.
You damn right you did.
I was scared though.
I send the bills around here.
And my mama was like, you sure? You sure you want to take that class? She always asks me though, but I'm like, I gotta get it. Like I wasn't going back to where I was. Like I'm like, nah, I gotta get some of this. I ain't never did before. God made it happen. Even though I was without a job for like almost a year.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You was real patient with me. You was a days where you thought I wasn't gonna get back on my feet.
I wasn't even worried about it. You like money too much. And you knew how to keep asking me for none, but you never asked for none the whole time that you was without a job. But I gave it to you, but you not.
People be thinking that though. They think because I stay at home, like I like lean on you for stuff. Like I still do everything myself. Like I don't ask no one for no money. Like I help with bills and all that. Like I don't none of that. Like even when I didn't have a job and I wasn't getting no unemployment, I didn't ask no one for nothing. But I had money put up too. Like if I'm asking my mama, that's my last resort. Like, and I only ask my mama for the investment. So I'm like, I'm not trying to take my last, put it in investment. I'm trying to let me use that, let me flip it, and then I'll give it back to you. That's what I usually do. Like and I use her PayPal account for that. So I appreciate you for believing in me. Like with my ideas and my stuff that I be doing, you be thinking I'm crazy sometimes.
I be like, where in the hell did she find this shit out here? What do you want this at? Then I'm like, all right, whatever.
What did you think about when I came out with the podcast?
I didn't know because I hadn't watched one, so I was just like, we'll see what happens. She may follow it through. She may do it for a few weeks and then think she don't want to do no more. Just we'll see.
Cause I do be doing that. I start something and I stop. But I stayed with this one for a minute. You feel?
Mm-hmm. You have.
Yeah. This is something I'm really passionate about. But yeah, thank you for believing in me.
No problem.
Even when I know mama don't ask me, you sure? You sure? I'll be scared as hell and I'll be like, I'm still gonna do it though. I'm gonna just do it. Can you just give me the money? Can I just use your PayPal account? Like,
you know, you get that text that I call and say, Mama.
Yeah, that is my favorite
what?
thing. Mama.
I know you want something when you say it. Or she'll use the PayPal account and to send me a notification that she used the account.
I usually ask before though.
No, when you bought the furniture, you used it.
No, I asked you though. I asked you, I was like, can I buy my furniture?
Well, you did, but I thought you forgot because it was like weeks before you bought it. And I was like, "Teen." I'm like, come on. You using the PayPal account without telling me?
And you did call me like, did you just purchase something on a PayPal account for this amount? And I'm like, yeah, I did. I didn't pay that back actually. But we flipping it. We flipping shit. Like, you niggas flip.
Wait, go ahead.
Wait. I'm flipping the podcast. We about to make some shake. We about to make, and what I always tell you, what you
be a millionaire.
Yeah, like we ain't gonna be like this forever. I was like, one day I'm gonna take care of you. Like for real. That's why when you be asking for $4,000, I be like, just hold on.
I just needed it right then though.
But how much money do you get for your birthday?
When?
Your last birthday. She's spoiled, y'all. Yeah, she got $500 for her birthday. She's spoiled.
I think this band like June the 16th.
What's that for?
So anybody that can assist me, my cash app is Brown Sugar times 2.
Mama.
What?
What do you need $1,000 for?
My hair.
Oh, girl. Girl, I'm not giving you $1,000 for your hair.
What about the gun that I want?
What do you want for Mother's Day?
I want either a new Tiffany charm, I want a new gun, or some perfume.
You have a gun that you don't use.
I want a smaller gun that I can carry in my purse.
I'm not getting. Okay. Okay, well you're not getting a gun.
Why ask what I want for that anymore?
Cause you don't use.
Give me some dunks.
Some dunks. Okay, fine. Still not gonna. That's your Mother's Day gift.
They got an outfit with it.
You asked for
I
too
want
much.
some dunks and some True Religion jeans. That's it.
I don't know. It depends with your, but I don't know. We'll talk about it. So I do have a question though. I always ask you this. You so affectionate with Raylan.
I am.
Why?
It's my playgirl.
Why you weren't all that affectionate with me?
I was affectionate. I mean, I wasn't a huggy, kissy kind of girl.
But you huggy, kissy with your
Okay,
girl.
well, let me explain it then. You ask the question, shit. Oh, cut me off. Hell. As you know, I lost your brother a year before you were born.
Yeah.
So I had that fear the whole 9 months, and even after you were born, that if I got too attached, something may happen. I thought that's why I lost him, because I got too attached. He became my world. So I didn't want to do that. And then I lose you. So I was a loving parent, this wasn't a touchy, silly parent.
You used to spoil me all the time. You used to surprise me with Jordans and stuff like that.
You stayed in my pocket, I can tell you that.
You know what? I'm so proud of you for being vulnerable today, because you don't really be being vulnerable.
No, I don't need to show this side that off.
Why?
I don't need to work no. Like,
Not the world, just like with me and stuff like that. Why you don't like being vulnerable? I feel like you kind of like, when I grew up, you raised me, it was kind of like always, I got it. Like, I don't feel like you ask for help a lot. Why is that?
no.
Raylan, come here.
Because I feel like if I wanted you to have it, I need to be the one to provide it. I'm the one that wants you to have it. I never was raised to ask anybody for anything. If I wanted it, I got it myself. I didn't need to have it. And I put that same installation in you.
Is that something you still stand by today?
To this day, if I want it, I'm gonna go get it. If I ain't got it, I'll get it when I can get it.
But you don't ask for help?
I try not to.
Why not though?
Why?
Why? Do it by yourself.
Because if I achieve my own goal, if I want something and I go out and I know I can't afford it, I'm saving up to get it or whatever, and I get it, I met that goal. I achieve something that I want. If I ask for it, it's easy. I can get it if I ask for it. If I ask you, David, I know I can get it. But why?
Okay, so I'm making you work hard for that 1,000.
And you know, I ain't ever part for that at all. You owe me that.
And you go get that money. Raylan is running around. Raylan! It's like, bring your kids to work. I don't know. I really enjoyed this conversation, like us having a deep conversation. I feel like at first. Are you checking the time?
Because it's dark outside.
Where do you have to go?
And the point.
What do you have to do? You don't do nothing.
I know.
I feel like I want to ask you a deeper question though. What do you feel like? And I know you said earlier we don't edit this part out because we got too deep. But earlier you told me I was defensive. I'm sensitive. And what else? Emotional. Okay, for somebody that's like that, and you think I'm like that with just you?
Mm-mm.
You think I'm like that with a lot of people?
Mm-hmm.
Who else you think I'm like that with?
Everybody.
Why?
I don't know why you ain't brushing your sleeve.
You think I'm like that?
Yes.
I think I just got a soft spot with you because I don't know. Maybe that's something I gotta dig deeper with. criticism, like being defensive. But I feel like I've grown out of it a little bit. Like I try to like, but with you, I notice like, dang, I am probably a little defensive for her, and I can get a little snappy sometimes. You ask me something, I can be a little.
You see how patient I am, I just kind of knock my head off the way and knocking me the fuck out. Because you know I want you sometimes and you be yelling and stuff.
I don't be yelling at you, mama.
What?
I don't holler at you. So I'm disrespectful.
At times you be bored and you be teetering on that fence of disrespect and I be want to say, whoa, she gonna make me knock her out.
Okay, so how can I become less defensive and stop wearing my emotions on my shoulders?
I don't know, I can't. That's a you problem. So you
what advice would you give to somebody like me to work on that?
I don't know because I don't wear my emotions on my shoulder. I'm not defensive.
That jury is still out on that. Because I feel like that's a trait I really kind of got from you. Like I feel like if it don't align with you, like
if I don't get my way, if it's not going the way I want it to go, do I get attitude? Yes. But am I defensive? No. You're more emotional. You're more of an emotional creature, and then you got that Gemini split personality too going on. But you're more like your grandmother. You're more soft-hearted. You have a bigger heart. You're more forgiving and understanding. I ain't time for all that. You want to act silly and go about your business. I ain't got time.
Yeah, you always tell me you too nice. Quit being so nice.
I ain't got time for all that. If you gonna be my friend, you'll be my friend. If you ain't with my friend, you'll be my friend. I ain't got time to argue with no females, no dudes, about this, about that. Either you gonna be there or you're not. We gonna die, we not. I'm good.
Yeah, because you told me, one time you told me, what you say, you always trying, I ain't stroking no nigga ego. You can do that.
Damn right.
Well, why? What's wrong with stroking a man ego?
No. He had a bad day. That's the reason why he act like, suck it up and be a man. Now, if you sick, that's one thing. If you going through something where you losing your job and you need somebody to show you that I'm there, I'm supportive, that's one thing. If you just want to be a sissy and just want to whine, nigga, grab your balls and move on. I'm not raising you. Your mama should have did that first.
Ooh. Y'all heard it here first.
I'm just saying. I ain't got time for no weak dude. My balls can't be bigger than your balls. That's all I'm saying.
You gonna get straight to it. I don't even know what to say back to that. But when I be stroking a man ego, I have been that girl, but now I don't feel like, nah.
I'm submissive when I need to be submissive.
You are?
Yeah.
I ain't seen now. I'm just playing. Last question. No, I was just trying to get vulnerable with you. I was trying to get a little deeper with you. I'm proud of you, but I'm gonna work on being defensive more with you. I'm gonna try to work on that, and I'm gonna try to work on getting smart, cause I know I can't. I know I can't have a smart mouth, but sometimes I don't know. I feel like it'll probably get better once I move, because you know how you be in the house with your parent all the time. You know, grandmother probably irritated you sometimes.
I left when I was 19.
But when you was in a house and you wasn't 19, she didn't irritate you?
I didn't live with her past 19. So me living in a house with her getting on my nerves is one thing. When she get on the phone, get to talking slick and stuff, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I be like, woo.
And you
lucky you my mama.
That's how I be feeling. Apple don't fall far from the tree. Your mouth is...
I'm gonna tell y'all up right now. My mouth is slick. My tongue will cut you up into small little pieces, and I will not give a damn. I'm working on that. I'm a work in progress, but that's not Raven. Raven mouth is slick, but it's not as slick. She still has emotions and feelings tied to it. When you take me there, I am totally gone, and emotions is out of it. I don't care who you are other than my mama, my auntie, my kid. It has to be a family member for me other than that. If it's someone outside of my family, you can get it at any given time. And there's certain family members that can catch it too, and you know it.
But our family not like that, y'all.
No, we're not. But if you go there, I'm gonna go there with you.
Okay. Well, did you think I'll end up where I'm at today?
I did not.
Where you thought I was gonna be?
Well, you went to school for business, so I thought you would be doing something in a Fortune 500 company. Because you was always such a quiet kid. I mean, you was the only child, but you was always quiet. You know, other than when you was with Cameron and them, you wasn't really You weren't really loud. You really didn't play music real loud in the house, you know. So I didn't think that you would be doing something where you would be outspoken because you didn't talk a whole lot.
That's so crazy. I was just talking to my friend the other day, and he said the same thing. He was like, "We went to summer. Raylan, come sit down, cause you about to get in trouble. Honestly, you are about to get in trouble, cause you are just doing a lot. Come here, come here, come here. Sit down. Yeah, sit down."
Don't talk to her like that.
But no, it was like he was like, "You were so quiet as a kid." But I'm like, I don't remember. I guess I just be having bad memory. But I'm like, I'm not quiet at all no more. Like,
Not no more. I mean, but you have to realize you was in the house by yourself. It was me, you, and David. Who you had to talk to besides me? And then she went over to Aunt Mabel's
but I
house.
had a lot of friends though too.
But you can talk on the phone. You didn't get your first phone until you was 13 years old.
I don't know.
So you didn't use the house phone.
I guess I'm just growing
And
up
you
out of
didn't
my
have people come
shell.
over, possibly.
I guess. I don't know, guys. I think that's it for the podcast. I just wanted to bring my mom on so y'all can see where I came from. BJ said we look like twins. Drop in a comment if y'all say if we look like twins, y'all. If we twins, give a thumbs up.
And tell us who's the cutest.
You got your swag from me.
And you came out first?
No, I put you up on how you dress now.
Girl, I dressed you cold for 19 years.
You would never put this together. This right here.
No, I wouldn't, because I'd have had something different on. I would have had on a different color bustier. It would have probably been red or yellow.
Well, I had
or
a red.
something.
I had a red
I'm
hat.
just saying, no, not what I had.
I have a red hat. I just didn't decide to wear it for the
It
show.
wouldn't have went with nothing else, so you shouldn't have put the red hat on anyway.
I would have had a red purse. This is what we do, y'all. We do this a lot. That's why she say I'm defensive and argumentative. This is what we do. But I think that's just our relationship, Mom. I just love you. I think we need to start. Maybe we need to start working on our relationship a little bit more. You feel it? You feel that?
Me, I don't think it's in shambles.
I don't think it's in shambles, but maybe we should cause I feel like I need to probably know you a little bit more. Like, what would you want me to do if something happened to you tomorrow? Like, I wouldn't know.
Go on with your life. What you mean?
Go on with my life.
I mean, death is a part of life. You know you're gonna die. So, I mean, I know you would go through your mourning period like anybody else goes through a mourning period of losing their mom or dad. But whatever dreams and aspirations that you had or those promises you made to me that you were gonna do those things, in death you should still do those things.
You might as well go ahead and take me if they take you.
No.
Take me if they take you, cause I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I just told you. You move on. You be okay.
Yeah, no, I figure it out. I
Yeah.
figured out. I still got this one to live for. I'll be more worried about her because she'll be like, honey, honey, honey.
Yeah, that's my homie right there.
Well, make sure you just leave us some money if something do happen to you.
I'm planning on spending all that on Raylan before I go, unless it's unexpected.
Break a generational curse. No, because grandmother left something for Raylan. Yeah. What I'm saying is just leave something for me. Forget the curse. It ain't no curse. But just
We didn't leave you.
some money so
Why?
I can do something.
Why?
So I can say my mama left me this.
Girl, please. I'm leaving you my love and understanding.
I can't do nothing with it. I can't. I need some money.
Why? My mama didn't leave me no money.
She left you love and understanding, so you gonna go bigger and better.
That's
Ain't that what
right.
you told me?
GG.
I'm gonna do more.
That's right.
I'm gonna do more. What did your mama teach you that you wanted to make sure you instilled in me?
To
As
be
y'all
in-
know, my grandmother passed away. Was it about to be 2 years?
July 11th. About
July.
22nd.
She passed away, and she passed away from cancer.
She did not
I
pass
mean,
away from
okay,
cancer.
it was cancer that started the sickness.
Correct. But she passed away from that.
That's what the doctor said, but we're not gonna argue about this because we've already argued about this before. Go ahead.
What was the question again?
What is she instilling you that?
Christianity. I always put God first. No matter what goes on in my life, know that He.
You
this
have
is
been
the
going to
guiding
church.
feature. Rape, you act like I fell off. I stopped going for a minute. I was going. You were raised in the church. Now, just because you chose to go out here and be a heathen, it's not my business. But you was raised in a Baptist church.
I know. Church was just too much. I think y'all took me to church too much.
Too much.
I think I was at
You didn't
church.
go to Sunday school. We went to Sunday school, regular service, evening service. Sometimes it was morning worship. Morning, that was at 6 o'clock in the morning. Then was Sunday school at 9. Then regular service. Then evening service. Baby, you ain't been to church like I've been to church.
Okay. Well, we're going to wrap it up because Raylan is being Raylan. And she's a kid, of course. So we're going to just go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you, Mom, for being on the show.
You're welcome.
I have some things I'm going to work on. Thank you for your constructive criticism.
You're welcome.
You have anything to say before we go?
Thanks for having me on. Hope you guys enjoy.
Tell them to subscribe.
Subscribe to podcast. That's my daughter.
You can't read, Mama? You talking about something?
I can read.
What it say?
Be Rare Podcast. Is that better?
Yeah, talking about something.
Y'all subscribe to Be Rare Podcast. That's my daughter.
All right, y'all. See y'all later.
Peace.